Hey, fuck Wu-Tang. This the South.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really on some like, bro, like them niggas, and I understand, bro. All right, whatever. People want to say hip hop was created there, whatever the case may be. It was hip hop was created in New York, bro, but it was perfected in the South. I don't care how nobody feel about it.
I mean, people make that argument just because when Andre 3000 kind of said like, y'all need to pay more attention to us, pretty much.
Yeah. But I mean, you gotta look at like the South has had the hip hop in
Atlanta and Houston literally took over in the early 2000s. Like,
and Atlanta hasn't taken their foot off nobody's neck.
For real though.
They like New York hasn't had an error, and the West Coast hasn't had an error since the 90s. And
the 90s,
if you don't count, if you even don't count like Atlanta and Houston rappers, Wayne was literally like top rapper.
If you really wanna be I'm gonna be the white man in this instance, bro, and I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. And really, to be honest with you, a lot of people will debate that Cali started that gangster hip hop shit, but it was already going on in Houston.
Yeah,
Houston niggas was already talking that shit. Ghetto Boys was already talking that shit, nigga. Scarface was already
with that shit. People don't give Scarface enough credit.
They don't. They don't.
Scarface been in 90s, bro. He was being rapping. He was in there.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, nah, bro. Hey, them boys, man, like they really pioneered a culture of hip hop in the South. It's like everything that everybody else done, like boom, I name it. We perfected gangster rap. We perfected lyricism. We perfected the delivery. We perfected. You said what?
Even when it comes like top rappers, Florida, when it came to new age rappers, Florida took over. At one point, what was it? It was when X was live, Kodak.
Even North Florida is the South. If you're from South Florida, you are not from the South. You're from Central America.
Right, you're from the Caribbean, nigga.
You're from the Caribbean. You're really not from the South. The South is North Florida, and I hate to say it, bro, but it's like everything under that is a whole nother group of people. That's why South Florida running all of them publicity issues,
crazy,
bro. Y'all really not built the same, bro. Y'all not even American.
Do that nut ass shit like that.
Y'all there's something wrong with
them niggas be on some other type of time, bro. Like them niggas is not Southern.
All I know is Key West niggas is different from Tallahassee niggas.
Because Tallahassee's the South.
Those are two different types of Florida niggas, bro.
North Florida is
North Florida is the South.
Them SoFlo niggas, them niggas is on some other
they the
shit.
South. T-Pain is a Southern man. Kodak is not Southern.
That's not a Southern.
He's a Caribbean Haitian nigga
type shit. Them niggas is a own.
That's a real Zoe. Like,
right.
he got a U.S. citizenship, but that is a Zoe.
Them niggas don't be repping the South. Them niggas just Broward County, Dade County. Them niggas ain't repping no dirty South, no Third Coast.
Yeah, they repping they counties.
When it comes to OGs of the South, who would you say other than like Master P, Trick Daddy, and Scarface?
Zero. Most definitely zero. You can't mention this. You really can't mention Texas without mentioning Zero.
Like at this point, because like all the other OGs is not even really active no more. He's like really the oldest active rapper.
Yeah.
And Bun B too much of a bitch.
Culturally. That's facts. And to be honest, the same credit can be given to Trey.
Yeah.
But it can't be given to Bun B.
Yeah, because Bun B too soft and he's too welcoming and opening. He gave Drake the green light to come in and just use our shit up. Nigga, like fuck a Bun B, nigga.
And who gonna argue with the other half of UGK?
But everybody let Drake come in.
Use that UGK leverage, but it's like, but you not really carry on Pimp C's tradition.
His real
Pimp C wouldn't have let none of that shit fly.
Pimp C would not have let
he even like a Jewish Canadian nigga.
And dare I say it, Sauce Walker is the official gatekeeper, and he is well on his way to being an OG legend of Texas, bro.
Because he keeps that tradition alive. Like no outside niggas, we not using no outside slang.
Oh, I know. He wasn't cool with that whole Drake stuff. I remember all that.
Oh fuck, nigga, I ain't getting no features.
Yeah.
Not ever. Never.
You said
this shit.
So South, South get a lot of credit. I mean, you're right, but like South has a lot of the top rappers. But I don't know when you compare.
Nigga, what the fuck we just up here talking for?
Good conversation offline.
Come to top rappers, the South. I mean, you're right. Atlanta, Florida. Does Tennessee count as the South?
Hey, look.
Yeah.
No. We
do not
Memphis because
my fault.
I'm thinking of Kentucky.
No, I'm thinking Kentucky. That's what I was thinking.
So you remember I feel like wait, so you was going to like totally not count Tennessee?
No. That was an accident.
We were thinking of Kentucky.
We both were thinking the other state, the Derby state. Right. When he said Tennessee, I was like, Tennessee. Fuck them boys,
I was like, no Project Pata?
I was about to list them. After he said that, I was about to list all these rappers. It was like,
Mississippi's the South. Shout out Big Crit.
David Banner?
David Banner's the South. But you can't skip over Big Crit.
Do you count Missouri?
I don't.
Because Nelly made
Missouri it like its own country
island.
Missouri? Nelly's not the South. It's the Midwest.
Yeah, Nelly's the Midwest.
It's the Midwest rapper.
Oh, I know. But people, Nelly made it.
But you not the South.
No, we're not claiming him as the South. He has Southern lineage or Southern roots because of how close he is. Right. But that's expected. Like, you wouldn't expect a Boston nigga to be this comfortable in a Southern hood. Like,
here's why.
Nelly's literally a state away.
People think that Nelly is Southern because he's country.
You can be country and not be from anywhere. South. Like, yes, countries. Every state has country.
Right? Yeah, it has like country in it.
Yeah, but that's why people get that confused. It's literally the Midwest. He even says
you can fucking Washington State and be a fucking.
But he also said the dirty South though. He literally did start claiming.
He was fucking false claiming.
Where? That was false claiming. Where? Because I caught it right now.
His early career.
Did he say the grills?
Yeah.
But look, that's because the South was hot. He was trying to attach himself to that shit.
Hey, he really was attaching himself to a wave. Paul Wall had already made grills hot.
Yeah.
Like grills was a booming industry in Houston, and Nelly fucked around, made a song called Grills, and got the founding father of grills in hip hop on the feature on a song called Grills. That was the smartest move in rap in my opinion.
So
that was so weird.
So when it comes to claiming people that's from there, I'm gonna end on this note. When it comes to the Southern rap,
we're not taking Lil Jon.
Do you claim Ludacris, or do you claim Kanye West?
We don't claim Kanye. Kanye was born in Chicago.
No, Kanye was born in Atlanta.
Yeah, but he was raised in Chicago.
Kanye's a Chicago nigga. When did he move to Chicago?
Like 3.
He's a Chicago nigga.
No. It wasn't. It was later than that. Luda moved to Atlanta in high school.
No, he was 12 or 13.
Luda?
Yeah, he was in high school.
He wasn't in high school. He was like 12 or 13.
So look, let me tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what it is. Cause a nigga told me wherever you do your wherever your stomping grounds are considered, wherever you do your dirt, wherever you really be at, wherever people know you outside and stuff like that, that's where you're from. So if you're born in a place, but you weren't old enough to, you know what I'm saying, take part in activities, that's why we separate 95 90s babies and 96 90s babies from 92 90s babies. Because they don't remember Face. Hi there, it's Face with Nickelodeon. They don't remember that shit.
That's you remember Face, you ain't a 90s.
Yeah, you're not a 90s baby if you don't remember Face and Face, bro.
That's what reference.
So it break down like that. So if you're young and you can't remember growing up, like Kanye can't remember the Atlanta hospital he was born in. If you take him to Atlanta right now, he can't tell you verbatim how to get there without pulling up the GPS. I can tell you how to get to St. Luke's, and I ain't gotta look at a bitch ass thing.
So your upcoming age, right? Like those
growing
age.
Yes. Your
teenage years and going up.
Yes, 12, 13 and upward. That's where you're from. When you're 12, 13 and upward. That's where you were groomed at.
Right.
That's a good point. Okay.
And even if you go to high school somewhere, you pretty much from that bitch.
Yeah, you from that. If you're on record going to a high school in a certain city, you're from there. I don't give a shit if your parents were in the military. You're from there.
That's a good point. Okay, that's a real good point. And is T.I. from Atlanta or is he from the West Coast?
T.I. say he's from Bankhead. T.I. claim Bankhead. I have not heard anything about T.I. being from California or anything close to.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I swear he claimed the West at one point. Like it was something about like referencing West because it was during that beef.
He West side of Atlanta.
Oh, I thought it was like West Coast, like it was something.
No, West side of Atlanta. Do you hear this nigga's accent? That can't come from nowhere. He ain't never been outside. First time he left his city.
I thought you were saying like some weirdo shit. Like, who was that went to LA and then said, "Yeah, I'm from here. This is my hood now."
Well, Chris Brown.
I didn't say that. I was like,
some weird shit.
Didn't Soulja Boy say something?
Well, hey, Soulja Boy did too. Soulja Boy did do it too.
He did.
The Soulja Boy from Atlanta, and then he started claiming Pyru and started claiming the hood in LA.
Shit though, like that nigga really from like Mississippi.
But Soulja Boy from Atlanta, when he dropped Crank That, he was in Atlanta.
Soulja Boy from Chicago.
He was born in Chicago. He was
born in Chicago. We don't.
He was from Mississippi though, and then he ripped Atlanta like when he got 18.
Yeah. So Soulja Boy from everywhere.
Like everywhere.
He's from like Mississippi or Alabama or some random shit.
He can't. He's never repped no.
Hold on. I'm telling y'all keep skipping over that. Mississippi is not random, bro. Shout out to Big Creed. Mississippi, hold it down. The SIP do hold it down.
But that's where that nigga really from. That nigga from Mississippi. Because if you pay attention, any nigga from Atlanta will tell you where in Atlanta they from. Soulja Boy has never done that. He's never called out no neighborhood.
Yeah, see, I can't damn near talk one of them intelligent sentences without mentioning Bankhead. Mm-hmm. Well, I do
one of them intelligent sentences.
You know what I'm saying? Gucci Mane, Gresham Road.
Yeah.
You know any Atlanta
nigga. Zone 6, Zone 3. Them niggas be on the
Ludacris.
Migos.
College Park. Migos from the North.
2 Chainz. College Park.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking I-20 Decatur. Like any Atlanta nigga pretty much know.
Decatur rappers. Rich Homie from Decatur.
Young Thug from Zone 6.
Yeah, them Zone 6 niggas, yo. They out here.
Atlanta, the Black Metropolis.
Yo.
Nigga, why the fuck
Atlanta's literally nigga Gotham.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Why are we live?
Huh?
Why are we live?
Yes.
You said, why are we?
Why are we not?
We've been live this whole time.
Oh, damn.
Are you serious? Did you not know?
I said, when we're going live, you said now, and I pushed the button.
Bro, we've been live this whole time.
I'm not on my phone. That's why I can't see it.
But no, Atlanta's literally nigga Gotham.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta last year, and they had a weird sign. I've never seen this sign on a
road before. Nigga Gotham has gotta be Chicago.
No, that's not. No.
Chicago.
No. That's Fallout. My bad. That's not
Detroit,
Fallout.
nigga.
Yeah. Detroit's definitely Fallout. Chicago's Fallout. Atlanta had a weird sign that I was like, you know what? This is definitely Gotham. I've never seen this before.
No, Atlanta's literally
full
of flourishing cities and businesses and wealthy people. And Atlanta is an equal balance of everything and everybody, but it's all black. Atlanta is the modern Wakanda.
Yeah, bro. In some streets in Atlanta, they have signs up that says past like 8 o'clock, the cars can't see you drive. You can't be joyriding around that area twice. If you hit that street twice, you get pulled over, bro. I saw that. I was like, what is this?
Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, is Batman gonna beat you up?
I was gonna say, boy, I can't ride in Atlanta, boy.
I can't go there, nigga. Got spin blocks 100 times. I get tired.
I saw that sign and I was just like, huh.
They got enough gas.
Right. Damn, I can't go there, nigga, boy. Shit. I love riding in rich neighborhoods, especially at nighttime, nigga. Christmas season, oh, that's a wrap.
Nah, I don't do all that. Nah, that's how you get pulled over with the joint lid.
If we catch your ass twice, it's on?
That's crazy.
After a certain time, you can't just be riding around, like the same car can't be riding through.
You just gotta have a bumper sticker say try it if you want to.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take a picture of that sign so y'all can see this.
Who the fuck monitors that heavily?
Batman.
Right. Hey, while you playing, that do sound like some Batman shit, bro. That do sound like Batman is like waiting in an area for the motion detectors on that block to go off. And he
Atlanta's Batman sounds like T.I. T.I. that needs a drink of water.
Can't be T.I.
Shit. He was that'll do you like that.
I said T.I. It's probably Andre 3000 the way in one of his suits.
You right, disappearing into the crowd like he be doing. He's blending in with the people.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you didn't think I'd see you twice?
He look up his 3000. He looks up in the sky, see the 3000 sign, takes off that straw hat, and changes into another outfit.
Oh man, he's wild. He puts on his class of 3000 outfit. the purple overalls.
Oh, somebody in the comments said blank man.
That's some OG shit.
Also OG stuff. Oh,
that's funny.
In the recent
Captain
stuff,
3000.
Recent stuff happened in Atlanta, didn't it? The whole shooting.
Nah, every day, nigga. I don't know. Touch
Oh
man,
the
one that's viral.
You talking about the Asian one?
Yeah.
The Asian shooting?
Yeah, I think that did happen in Atlanta.
That happened in Atlanta?
Yeah, not the typical black shooting, the Asian shooting. The
I don't know if it was Atlanta, but it was Georgia.
So we got good news.
Whoa, it was Georgia too?
Was it just Georgia or was it Atlanta?
Wait, I'm backwards. I'm ass backwards. Y'all, I'm high.
Huh? Yeah, you was
like,
it was Georgia.
That good.
I don't remember what state it was in, but yeah, it was somewhere up in Georgia.
It was in Georgia though, yeah.
So the white man went on a killing spree and killed 8 Asians.
Yeah. So let's talk.
Here's what made it weird. Wasn't it like multiple locations? Like he was shooting up
three locations, 6 Asian women. In Atlanta spa shootings.
It's really odd because I could have swore they said it was black men who hated Asians. That's what I thought they were saying. But apparently
there was some just suggestive videos a few days ago suggesting black men about.
Hold on,
was it because it was Atlanta?
Wait a minute.
It was 8. Oh my bad, 8 accounts of murder, and I think it was in 3 different spa places.
You know what was weird?
6 out of 8 people killed were women of Asian descent. So 6 of them were Asian women. Oh,
so
no,
look,
they should have complied.
When they was catching him, he was on his way to Florida to another one.
Hey, look, bro, peep game.
Yeah.
For the last 2 weeks,
he had a bad day.
Fuck that nigga. For the last 2 weeks,
he had a sex addiction.
For the last 2 weeks, the Asian community has been in disarray online, talking about how they're afraid and how we discriminate against them and this and that and the third. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Here we are 2 weeks and 2 weeks, a day and a half later, and a white man, y'all savior, has just murdered 8 of y'all's beloved culture members.
6.
Oh, I thought it was 8.
They said 8 people were killed, but 6 of them were women of Asian descent.
Oh no. No. It was 8 Asians. If you look at the mugs, like they had a thing up. It was a couple of men in there too. So it was 6 women and 2 men. It was, but he killed 8 Asian individuals. So my thing is, y'all's revered savior just sent the hit up on y'all's land, bro. And it's like the black culture had nothing to do with it, just like we never do. Just like the murder of an African-American woman, a black woman, a black girl, 15 years old, is literally the catalyst for the LA riots.
Nope, it was 2 white people. 6 Asian women and 2 white people.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right.
Bingo. Extra high score, extra bonus points, nigga.
But still, there has been, historically speaking, there's nothing documenting heavily armed, racially motivated, singled out targets from the black culture to the Asian culture, bro.
So what a lot of people are trying to point out with this, with what you're saying, is they're trying to say that a lot of people saying since the whole coronavirus Kung Flu thing, Asians have been the target of hate crime, as in not comparing them to black people, but comparing them as in they're the new Middle Eastern people, as in being towards hate crime.
Okay, so
right.
So what that old lady say on the thing? You thought I was supposed to give a fuck about that bitch, but I don't. Like, bro, I'm black. Like I could give a fuck about.
Robert Green said we like our fried rice.
What?
You said what?
We like our fried rice.
I do.
Yeah, but that's egg rolls too.
But you know what, bro? I swear to God, I said this some months ago. I was like, bro, when it comes to it, the way it works in the US is every certain amount of times or a certain amount of time that goes by, a new race
they spin a victim. They spin a victim. Yes.
A new race is like, up, it's my turn. It's like, all right. Middle Eastern people like, y'all have it now. Y'all shit, I'm tired.
Y'all bro. We've been on it since 9/11.
I just want to get on a plane. Shit.
Yo, these niggas is the same niggas that do all this bitching and complaining, talking about how they got it just as bad as black people, but they can overcome despite the consequences. Why can't niggas get it right?
So show us.
Right, exactly. So
show us how it's done.
Right.
And very racist in their thing, in their group settings towards black people. Like their families, like a lot of like Asian, Middle Eastern, a lot of like families. Like if you date back early, like outside the country, most likely your family is very racist against black people.
Okay.
Like it's a very, very known thing to be like don't date black. Your family will be kicked out if you date black.
Today, that's correct.
Like so much so on multiple accounts I've heard this. If they get cut off by somebody, they naturally think it's a black person. That blew my mind when I heard multiple accounts from different people of Asians that told me this years ago was like, yeah, they naturally just assume it's a black person that cut them off because how they're told how black people are.
Yo.
And I was like, how do you, black people aren't like known to be bad drivers. Why do you naturally
hold on, stop.
Asians say us? Asians say we're the bad drivers?
How dare they?
Hold up. No, because you gotta think about this. Bro, that's like the ugliest girl in school looking at another girl and being like, Lisa, ain't you? Like, what the fuck? I ain't the floor. What? Whoa. No, I find it crazy because it's like, bro, I'm not saying it's my stereotype, but when we think of bad drivers, there's only two demographics that pop up in your head. And sometimes that demographic can merge.
Women and Asians.
Yes. And then when it merges, it's like, oh shit.
And I mean no disrespect to women, but that is the general consensus.
Hey man, but I ain't gonna look though. A lot of times we look at Asian women that be fucking up though. You look like, oh okay, that explains.
And I mean, I've come across in more of my experience, Hispanic women are the worst drivers on the planet. Like, I don't know where the fuck they won that driver's license at.
I got my own stereotype when it comes to drivers. Anytime something fucked up happened on the road, I immediately look at the license plate and I expect that bitch to say Arkansas.
That's funny.
Oh, that's wow. That's valid. Wow.
I had too many experiences. Like a motherfucker swerve almost here. Like, what the fuck? I look at the plates and say Arkansas. I'm like, what the fuck?
I personally always had a vendetta against middle-aged white women in minivans.
Any state that's not a Texas plate.
Hey, why you bullshitting? Hey, I have the same stereotype of Swerve, first of all. If your plate doesn't say Texas, you can't drive. I don't care how you look at it.
Oh, God. Especially in Houston. When nigga do some stupid shit, I look at the plates, it'd be some yellow shit, some blue. Oh, okay.
Florida. Oh, these niggas from Florida.
That's you see it colorful. That's funny.
I'm telling you, and if I get broke off by somebody with a Texas license plate, it'd be the stereotype that I mentioned. It's literally an older Hispanic woman. Whereas like she doesn't have any business behind that wheel.
Robert Green said we like the food, the kung fu movies, so we have no beef with the Asian culture. Arkansas drivers also go slow and fast lane and look at you like you're wrong.
Hold on, can I say look, let me say something. First of all, I don't understand why Asians hate us so much. And one, we put anime on the map.
We did.
We also made kung fu popular. We made it cool to want to do karate, bro. Like I don't even know why they like Bruce Lee did that shit, but it wasn't until black people picked up on that shit to where other people were like, "Oh, that's cool."
Before you say something, I feel like Jesse has the "I want to disagree" face. But before you do,
we made anime popular, bro. We made it cool to like anime, bro.
Even you can see this in Jizza, the nigga from the Wu-Tang. You love them niggas.
Facts.
He even said,
"What I get on with the Wu-Tang thing? Hold on."
Okay. I could swear you was giving niggas props earlier, but he even said the reason why I incorporate that Chinese shit in a lot of my beats is because back in the day when you had to go get your movies or whatever from the little hood stores, they would often come with some kung fu shit as like the prequel, like the intro movie before the actual movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of that, those movies were cheaper with the cheap voiceover artists. The cheap kung fu movies was what niggas could afford back then. So niggas naturally got into that Chinese shit.
We got into that shit. Like they culture is influenced directly. Like the success of the Asian community is influenced directly by the African American or the black population.
Can I state the floor?
They run off hair shit.
Corner stores, nigga. Gas stations.
Come on, man. Off of us in every way.
I'm ready.
But look, one more thing. even now with the K-pop shit, they still copying off of us, nigga.
And
they
we're still the ones
wanna be
supporting it.
Omarions and shit like that.
Yup.
If to this day, they
Yup.
still live off of us. That's
You ready for me to jump in? And,
Yo, go ahead,
say
go
some
ahead.
I got
stuff?
some shit to say after you. But my
You want to go first? You want to go first?
I mean, my shit's real simple.
He must believe it, but he gotta say like a motherfucker.
Yes, bro.
Nah,
He
go
gonna
ahead.
stand on that.
My shit real simple. Honestly.
What you gonna say?
My shit real simple. Let me go ahead and break this off because my wing's about to hit the door. I ordered DoorDash. Honestly, bro, the way I see it, when it come down to it, I think all of us really get along. The only dumbasses that think it's an actual divide are motherfuckers that pay too much attention to the news.
Facts.
Okay.
Motherfuckers, real
I can
Asians,
touch
real
on that
Hispanic,
too.
real blacks. We really like this. The real one.
Yeah, we really fuck with it.
Let me touch on the whole Asian culture
I don't
thing.
know.
No, we do.
So the whole popping with the whole Asian culture thing is Asian culture directly takes from black people, and I don't understand why. I can't disagree with that. So much so, hip hop has always influenced anime and Asian culture, kung fu movies. If you ever seen Volcano High, they deliberately voiced over Volcano High with only hip hop artists.
Yeah.
This is back in early 2000s.
Yeah.
You want to go further than that, you can take it all the way with like the Bruce Lee, with the Bruce Leroy, the who else?
Afro Samurai.
The Afro Samurai, that goes with the RZA thing. You go all the way far as Blade with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
A lot, anything like martial arts and like black martial arts and things like that has been
Eddie and Tekken.
heavily. Like, I can't disagree that much because black people have been putting on anime, especially like DBZ and Pokemon have been put on anime because it was a Pokemon rap.
Hey, that was. That nigga was
Who,
rap.
who are they taking rap from, especially that early? Pokemon rap. They wasn't taking like, it was a Pokemon.
That was an OG Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm talking about
OG,
Kabuto.
right? They put Pokemon on the map, right? Like they put that on.
Yeah.
It was a Pokemon rap. So I can't necessarily disagree. And then when it comes to hip hop, if you look at any hip hop music outside the country, you can point out what year they're copying from. If you go all the way to Russia, you can see everybody in Kango Adidas fits.
Yeah.
So the Asian culture, everybody got grills looking like Young Thug. It's a legit thing. Everybody looking like Wayne Young Thug.
They got braids now.
Yeah. You can go more recent. Kanye, Lupe, Pharrell.
Yeah.
All have hip hop influence. Even so, black people has influenced Asian culture so much that you had MF and motherfucking Jinx and Mr. Popo in blackface.
Yeah.
The old dictation of ears, like big lips, ears, red lips, and shit like that. All old cartoon characters.
This is facts.
The old character of have you ever heard the old story called Jocko? Jocko, it's a nigga, whatever else. It's a character in an anime that's getting a remade. They're changing his name because they copied that character from an old black thing in the 70s and 60s.
Yeah. Oh shit.
In an anime. If you know, the anime is Shaman King.
Word. Okay.
Jocko, Jocko is copied from an old racist dictation thing.
That's wild.
Damn.
Even all the way to Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, they had a Mr. Black.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was a black nigga with some big pink lips, bro, with like a turban hat on, bro. It was
and
black.
He was 8. No, he didn't have a turban. He was 8 foot tall. And he had a suit. He helped the commander.
Yeah.
Wait, you saying that's who was the original like dragon?
No. Mr. Black was a black man hanging out the Red Ribbon Army.
Whoa, that nigga, yeah,
Mr. Black, the nigga with the pink lips.
I can't necessarily like disagree with that because they do, but like Asian culture, the thing I would disagree is like Asian culture over there, before you get to America, they love and take inspiration. Like racism is different there. They're not culture appropriating because they love the culture. Because you come over there, they want you to take back some of the culture with them. But when they come over here, they are told you need to watch out for the people that are criminals. And the criminals that are promoted in mainly of news is black people. And that's where the divide comes, like you said, what Joe said with news.
Also, look, I can see that. I can see that being your stance on it.
Yeah.
But
Robert Greene said Dolomite. Also, kung fu movies inspired.
Facts. Pootie Tang.
That put on those things put on Asian
yeah.
stuff in from Japan and from China and stuff like that in America. Black people put it on.
So this is my thing. Just because you respect the culture doesn't exclude you from cultural appropriation.
Right.
Is it culture okay, but here, and this is the thing, people don't understand, and this is where you mainly get with like white conservatives don't understand why cultural appropriation is bad and the line between cultural appropriation.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, is like this. If black people, let's just go back into when they were ending separation and we're going to integrate everybody together. If we would have got a reparations and black equity, like all the bombings and stuff like that never happened, and black people were up there, cultural appropriation wouldn't have been a thing. And this is why you have cultural appropriation, because we have laws against hair. That's the easiest thing I can go against, right? And then white women get hairstyles, and then those companies and places change those laws because somebody else does it. It's like, but when black people were doing it, it was illegal. When black people was doing it, it was unprofessional. Right? Like, it's negative when black people do it, but then we appropriate when somebody else do it, then it's normalized. If it was already normalized in the first place, we wouldn't even be having a cultural appropriation and like being upset about it. If you're outside the country, that's a whole different what black Asians deal with, because a lot of people don't know there are black Asians. I don't know how.
For sure.
They're legit, and not like talking about mixed people. Like, no, they're
black Asians. Yeah, black Asians. Yeah, for sure.
The racism they deal over there is different. Right. And that's like, I don't know. I had to talk to but from a black American standpoint, cultural appropriation is bad. When you come over here and you like, Swerve, those dreads, I want to get that. Hey, Swerve, have you heard the song N-Word in Paris? Like, it's coming at you with some shit like that. And you're like, what? You know? And they were like, the best rappers, Eminem. Is like, that's cultural appropriation. But it's like, you have to be, some community and culture in an area has to adopt you. Like how you may dislike Eminem, Detroit niggas adopted Eminem in the culture. No, you said he didn't?
Hell no.
Niggas didn't fuck with Eminem.
Niggas
didn't fuck with Eminem, bro.
He had a crew that did. No, he had a lot of crew.
First of all, niggas let Eminem's disrespect earn him that honor. That is it. Because they're like, and I will die on this hill, bro. Paul Wall is the better rapper out of them too. He's the better lyricist. He is the better poet. He has the better delivery.
But what Eminem has, Eminem is the better rhymer.
That's it.
That's literally it.
That's only because Eminem is a battle rapper.
He a nigga that rhymes spaghetti.
When you're a battle rapper, you have to make sure punchlines rhyme. Like, that's the battle rap. Like, that's what comes down to battle rapping.
So, all right. So, with that being said, where Meek Mill at in your top 10?
Top 10 of what?
See? He ain't in that bitch.
No. Tell me a specific top 10 and he could make it.
Top 10.
Top 10 rappers. Top 10 rhymers.
That's the only thing he can make it in.
Your top 10 rhymers. If
anybody told me that Meek Mill was in a top 10 of rhymers, they're capping and they want to be special for having a unique opinion.
You're right.
Nobody. Not even a Philadelphia. Like, you're not going to put Meek Mill in there because you can name, it's easily off the top of my head, I can name 10 better rhymers.
So what I'm saying is, I don't believe that battle rap is the reason why Eminem can rhyme them words like that.
No, I think he's better at it though.
Yeah, he's just a good rhymer. He's a great rhymer.
But no, battle rapping, he just perfected that with battle rapping. He states it. He stated that.
That's how he got good.
Yeah, he stated it. He just used that battle rap skill to become better at rhyming, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Not to say all battle rappers are great rhymers.
But Paul Wall paints much better pictures and says more clever shit.
Yo, honestly, way more clever
I would say Paul Wall might be the most clever rapper of Houston history.
Hey, yo,
that nigga's the most clever nigga ever. Like that.
Ain't nobody else.
Give me a definition of clever.
Like the creative
metaphors, bro.
Like the most creative. That nigga says the crazy shit about.
You hate Chamillionaire though.
He's better than Chamillionaire, bro.
Chamillionaire's a better artist all around.
Okay, I will agree with that. Okay,
but Chamillionaire's definitely the better creative, bro. Yeah. Like he's definitely coming up with some very unique scenes and schemes.
Yeah,
bro.
like as far as the wordplay, Paul Wall, like.
And you gotta realize too, if you put Chameleon on that pedestal, you gotta go back and listen to the OG Chameleon and Paul Wall tracks, bro. Them
Yeah, I know
freestyles.
that mixtape they used to have. and
Yeah,
shit.
where they going heads up, bro. Like you can't mention Chameleon in hip hop without mentioning Paul Wall in hip hop, and vice versa. They both need their due diligence.
Yeah, because
Niggas need to get them their flowers.
Chameleon was
Real
right
talk.
there with him.
Chameleon right there with him. You can sit Chameleon down today, and he'll get on somebody's
But you
ass.
see how you talking about Paul Wall? Paul Wall was accepted in the culture and community of Houston.
But he was raised.
Paul
up.
Wall was born in it.
He
It
grew
wasn't
up
no
with
acceptance.
Antoine.
He literally was yo.
He grew up around niggas.
He
Like
never
literally.
got accepted in high school though.
Nah, hell no.
Them
Eminem
niggas was
don't.
staying on DeSoto.
Here. Other than beefing gangs in Michigan, the only people I've ever other than beefing gangs in Michigan, everybody in Detroit pretty much liked Eminem. Now, don't get me wrong, I know plenty of Chicago rappers that was like in that scene that just didn't like
Eminem's
Eminem
not-
and beat him.
But Eminem's not a likable, like, dude. Like, niggas be beefing with Eminem. They scared of Eminem. Like, Eminem's not the friendly cat on the block.
Because he's championed by white people.
Paul Wall is like a lovable motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like Paul Wall really is a lovable guy. Like you meet Paul Wall.
Yeah, bro. Niggas is not like
Eminem chilled out. Eminem has chilled out in his old age.
Yeah, I'm talking about growing up.
Yeah. It's too late now.
It's too late now, bro. I'm talking about growing up, bro. Eminem was reckless, bro. You ain't
Well,
see
yeah, that's
Eminem.
because like Eminem was talking about put his penis inside hamsters. It was real
First of
weird.
all, Eminem is from a trailer park. I mean, he grew up around white people,
He grew up poor white people.
He didn't
Poor
grow
white
up in
folks.
the hood. He grew up poor, but he grew up around poor white people. Paul Wall grew up around poor niggas. It's different. Paul Wall is a nigga from body language to dialect. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't even and you know I don't get white boys that title. You know I don't.
Paul Wall probably more black on the census, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
I met Paul Wall. I tell people all the time. I met Paul Wall twice, 10 years apart, bro, and he was the same motherfucking person, bro.
Yo,
like,
Paul
come
Wall
on,
is a
bro.
nigga,
Like,
bro.
same good ass energy, bro. Just chilling, bro. Like Paul
Paul
Wall.
Wall, yeah.
Paul Wall really got it
different
in him,
breed,
bro.
Yeah, it's really in him.
They out
Like,
here to give Paul Wall the white award for black people acceptance.
nah, bro. Hey, look. If we could trade, like, man, who could we trade, bro? Somebody weak, bro. Let's trade. We gonna trade Kevin Gates, bro.
Damn.
No. We gotta say no.
We gonna trade Kevin Gates, bro. Hey, we gonna trade Kevin Gates, bro.
No.
We gonna trade the false prophet.
No.
We gonna
That's
trade
funny. That's funny.
for the poor, man. Hey, for real.
The reason I say no. The reason I say no to the whole Kevin Gates is because Louisiana niggas is built different. They weirdos, bro. No disrespect to Louisiana. I don't want no beef because y'all.
I've never seen nothing on the Louisiana nigga, but them niggas throw it off, bro.
Man,
Bro, they weird, bro. They weird.
Come
They
on,
real
come
on
on.
some other shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. They just
I
they just
know.
think different.
I
bro.
know
don't
that.
know
I know that Louisiana rock like that. I know Louisiana get down like that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm
That
also
nigga's
saying
different.
is, what I said stands, bro. And I don't mean no trill disrespect about it. It's just I don't rock with K Gates, bro. I
If that's
don't.
the case, you should trade Birdman.
I won't trade Birdman.
Birdman is too disrespectful.
Without
to black
Birdman, there's no Lil Wayne.
And without Wayne, there's no a lot of niggas.
I mean, come on, bro. Without Birdman, there's no Lil Wayne. Without Kevin Gates, there's no who.
There's no eating booty. He made eating booty popular.
Yeah, throw that nigga over the fence, bro. Throw him over the fence. Throw him over the fence, bro.
Kevin Gates brought eating, like, I don't know if y'all remember this. Kevin Gates made it popular for black people to talk about eating booty.
Yeah. And we
I mean,
know-
yeah. So I mean, yeah. But I mean,
That's
You
what he
making
brought
it
to the
worse,
game.
bro. You making it worse.
Cause he weird, bro. He a weirdo.
if Kevin Gates would have made it popular, somebody else would have made it popular.
People
Niggas
call
only
Kevin
forget.
Gates woke.
Niggas
All
be
I
horny
saw was a
for this, bro.
psychopath that needed therapy.
Damn, nah, bro.
Fuck all that.
He said,
Hey, man, throw him over the fence, bro.
Ray J made it cool to fuck white women.
Niggas been doing that.
Ray
J made it cool.
No, Ice-T made it popular way before that.
Oh yeah.
Ice-T was really
You're right,
pioneering
you're right,
really that,
you're
bro.
right. Hey, you really
He's
right.
a fucking agent.
Ice-T's Asian.
He's an agent.
Oh,
Agent.
wait, what?
That nigga's an
An
agent.
agent.
What?
Bro, this nigga,
Wait,
you look up his history, bro. This nigga came out like being a fucking breakdancer or some shit, or
Bro.
some friendly ass nigga.
No. So the history, the brief history of
Oh.
Ice-T was, so Ice-T was one of the niggas, like, he was in them, like, everybody know Ice-T was back in the day, but it's kind of like, Ice-T was about that money. So Ice-T was like, oh, I'm gonna rap. Ice-T did this. Ice-T did that.
Yeah,
movies,
Ice-T
got
really,
TV
really
shows.
put his hands in
If a
everything,
nigga
bro.
is all about that money, then they'll be an agent. If the check
I'm
is
not
big enough.
disagreeing. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Okay, I can't.
But he
I
put
can't.
white,
Some real
but
shit.
he put that whole interracial, and he pretty much did that whole everything that we got. Kim Kardashian, his wife Coco is the prototype.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely
You are
right.
correct.
You are absolutely correct.
Kim
I can't even
Kardashian is
argue.
just the
Never thought of
perfected
that.
model.
Wow, I never thought of that, bro.
Damn, he was the first
Because
nigga.
you think about it, when he
Yeah,
presented
yeah,
Coco,
really, Coco's really the prototype for
Think
the
about
Kim
it.
K
She didn't even
generation.
get her props.
That's
Oh,
wild,
that's
bro.
shit.
think about it. She was Nicole. She didn't look like that or
You're
anything.
right. You're
He put
absolutely
money and worth in her,
damn.
and then he showed her off as such.
Yeah, he did.
And then he made
Damn.
it cool to have this white woman with big titties and a big booty, all this other stuff.
You-
Ice-T was like
damn,
really
bro.
like look at my woman, like at one point people was like, damn, Ice-T got the baddest woman because they was promoting him like that.
Yo,
Then the whole
yo,
Ray J thing, and then Kanye, because Kanye is all about the hype and the popularity.
well, look, so that was a fluke anyway. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even bring that up. Well,
No, that's not a
bring
fluke
that
because
up.
he dated 2 white women in a row.
No. And here's
Who did?
this is how it's not a fluke. This is how it's not
But
a
I
fluke.
still fuck with him, though. Shout out to him.
You fuck.
Nah,
Oh,
this is how it's not a
Kanye,
fluke with Kanye, bro.
Oh, tennis ball head.
Nobody's perfect.
No. So Kanye during the graduation album was about to be engaged, about to get married, all this other stuff to a woman, a black woman. I remember, Pfeiffer. I forget her name. They broke up, and he was talking
That's
to
what I
Kim
remember.
K. He said himself, Kim was tripping. Him and Kim was gonna date back in like 09, 08 type shit, but she was on some other stuff,
yeah,
right?
I don't remember that.
He states that he like you look at the history books.
No, for sure. I was just saying I don't remember. I can't recall it in my memory.
He goes on and
Mhm.
grabs Amber Rose because Kanye is about that hype and wants to model.
That's what I remember.
Kanye, during the whole Taylor Swift thing,
Yeah,
Amber Rose was there.
yeah, of course,
With
of
Amber
course.
Rose. This is
Yeah.
after 808 Heartbreaks, because 808
Yeah.
Heartbreaks is where he broke up. He literally went
Yeah.
for an engagement breakup.
Yeah, and then came Wiz. Yeah, come on,
And
let's
then
do
2
it.
years
Preach.
later, they break up. Then came Wiz. They beat,
Yeah.
and then finally he gets with Kim K because they was cheating on him with these people together. And then finally Kim K was like, I want to be with Kanye. Look at the history, like Kanye wanted Kim
I remember
K.
that.
I don't remember. I don't remember Kim K.
And here's the thing: how Kim K
No, it was
was
public.
around Kanye.
He did say
Her
that.
dad, Rob Kardashian, been in the music industry. His profession after being a lawyer, because he only got his lawyer license to help OJ out, but he was in the music industry. That's why Kim K was on the set of Tupac music videos and shit. That's why Kim K was around all these niggas.
Yeah,
Because Rob Kardashian was working with music artists. So
Okay.
during that old time, the 90s, 2000s, Kanye been knew Kim. He been got introduced. You
Yeah.
look at
I
old
just find it
pictures.
weird how ingrained Kim K is into hip hop.
That is kind of weird.
But,
My nigga, think about that. All
but
the
if
way
you
from
think about it,
Kanye.
though, Rob Kardashian was best friends to OJ. Before the
Well, they're
OJ murder thing, niggas loved OJ.
other cultures have infiltrated the black culture for centuries, and that's exactly how they do it.
Yeah.
Nigga, all the way from all the way from Kanye to Tupac?
Yeah,
Actually, we probably, if you
It's
actually
OJ,
did,
man, bro.
I
He was
bet
legend
you
in
will
his own
find
right.
further.
yeah.
Because
Hey,
think
and
about
Ray
it.
J.
Think about it. If Rob Kardashian was messing with, doing
Ray J and
music
Brandy.
stuff, I bet he knew other artists other than Tupac. I bet you can tie him in with like a Dre. I bet you can tie him in with other people.
Like good.
You for sure can. If you tied in with Pac on the West Coast, bro, you tied in with a good amount of people on the West Coast, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, everybody else is already damn near assumed.
Yeah,
She was
Snoop.
on the set. of-
everybody, Jay, Q,
Real
everybody.
It's already under assumption.
Yeah. So like the thing about like how far, and it's kind of crazy that she became the archetype of what interracial relationship goals are. like of what women want to be.
Yeah.
You know, this is what the system wants to go and like go for when it comes to like dating like that and wanting all that. You know, and now it's funny because like people talk about like you need to date who you want, but everybody ignores the fact of what the system promotes to us. The system promotes interracial dating.
Like a motherfucker.
But the cultures don't.
Right.
The cultures inside don't.
Yeah.
But black people, and this is the thing with black people, they're the only ones that stay out and like, nah, don't do that because other cultures do that. And they be like, we don't do that. And it's like, no, because it's an understood thing for y'all. We have to openly say this to us to dispute what's already subconsciously taught to us.
Right.
Like people get like, I've always had a weird like way of how I felt about interracial relationships because I've dated whatever, but I was never raised to not like interracial relationships. And that's because my dad loved white women. So he didn't want, even though he married a black woman, had me, all this other stuff, he felt like it was hypocritical to be like, you can't date white women. And that was the main thing that came to him.
So I feel you. I too was not raised, and I can't speak for other people. So, you know, but I too was not raised to dislike other people or not want to be in a relationship with another culture or whatever. Mm-hmm. But as I grew up and I saw how other cultures treated it, I took a respect to it.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? Like once I started learning, like, other cultures are having like prearranged marriages and stuff like that, and it's because they just wish to keep their lineage and their cultures alive. And I'm like, oh, that's just a way of ensuring that other generations are there to tell the story, because you can kill off a generation of people by promoting a certain thing to a certain degree. When you look up interracial relationships on a porn site, it is usually a black male and ex-wife.
Yes. That's when it comes to it. Yeah. Nobody promotes interracial with like Latina and a white man or vice versa.
Yeah, you're not gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? Like her daddy wouldn't have that. She cut off. She cut off.
Interracial is mainly with a black man. No, you're right. You know what's funny? About 7-8 years ago, in my philosophy class, we all had to pick like a different philosophy and went on something. I chose interracial relationships on why you shouldn't get in one, and everybody looked at me weird. But nobody could argue. I had the bulletins, the points. I pulled up the Asian culture, everything else, and I was like, these are the things we're not taught. And everybody like looked at it and was like, oh, I just never thought about it like that. I'm like, yeah. And like if people like find it weird, and like when it comes to me, like I wasn't raised like that. And I think it was because like my mom and dad didn't raise me like that. My mom didn't care. My dad was just kind of like, he didn't want to feel like hypocritical or whatever else. Yeah. But all my other immediate cousins were all raised like that. But like none of their family members, like their dads and stuff, didn't want to like step on toes, like, oh, you shouldn't do that or whatever else. Yeah. But me growing up, I look back at it and like, damn, if somebody would have told me leave white women alone, I'd have never dated. Like that simple sentence, if that was told to me, I probably never dated white women. And that's because all this difficulty you deal with, because you got to deal with racial, like your parents trying to accept you. Then you have to know, does she care about you? And like a lot of people don't look at it, because I know plenty of white women just want to piss daddy off. I know plenty of white women. Also, I was talking to like an Asian chick at one point, and she was just all like, yeah, we date. I got to make sure this works. So we got to keep it secret for a year. I was like, what you mean? Because if I introduce you to my family, it's going to be some shit. And I was like, nah, I deal with that. You know, it's just, you're not accepted, you know? But then at the same time, I never ruled it out because I never had a good black relationship. So I was like, damn, dating just sucks. But then
the dating scene does in fact suck.
It does.
And this is coming from an engaged man, mind you. But look, when I break it down and I had to look at history, bro, I really had to sit there and look at some shit. And out of respect for Emmett Till and what that white woman did to him behind an alleged attraction.
He was proved later, a few years ago, she said that he never was.
Yeah, I know it. That's what I'm saying. But that's exactly what I'm saying. But that moment of interracial intimacy between them, you know what I'm saying? That moment where she accused him and she brought that young man into that, and it cost that man his life, bro. I had the stomach whether or not I could even do something like that. Like, can I can never, and I'm 28, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This happened, I wasn't even born, bro. But when I heard that story, it hit me in my gut so bad. I can never forgive white women for that alone mistreatment of my brother, bro. I can't.
People get weird. People get weird when if I talk truth, and I don't even do this on Facebook. If anybody see this, they be like, "Oh, this is how you feel." I've openly said I'm scared of white women. And everybody like, "What?" But you date one? It's like, bro, I've been to jail. I've got charges pressed. I never did anything. And like, if I date somebody, like I had to tell my girl, I was like, "All right, we gonna date. You can't get mad, and you gonna have to change the ways of argument because we're not gonna argue the same." And she was like, "What you mean?" I was like, "Because I raise my voice, I'm the bad guy." You can raise your hand all day, every day. I raise my hand once, I'm out of there. And I told her, like, we have to, like, and then, like, she saw little things just, like, naturally. People believe, like, something happened, people naturally believed I was hitting her. Like, and she didn't even have to say it. People even brought it to Joe. It was just like, I think Jesse hitting this girl. And Joe's like, nah, he ain't. And he rubbed it off. Everybody else ran with that, ran with it. And I was like, y'all know me. Why is that so easy to believe a black man is hitting? Or what? Like, nobody came to me. I found this on Facebook. People told me. I was like, oh. And I was like, why is this? Why am I finding this out on social media? Why is my so-called friends not coming to me and telling me like, hey, Jesse, you heard this rumor? You know, and I was like, oh, it's just that easy to believe, you know? Interracial dating. And here's the other side, why dating is eventually, because we're so far gone when it comes to how the system raises us subconsciously, there has to be a break of some type of integration and peace. So I'm iffy on, and they're like, because of how America is, it's a melting pot, and it has to be some eventually. Now it could be 100 years down the line, interracial relationships are more accepted to a certain way.
Accepted now. That's the problem.
No. When I say accepted, I mean because my sister is mixed. There's things that mixed people deal with their parents still being racist. When I say accepted, I'm talking about
my grandparents are racist.
What you say?
My grandparents are racist.
Are your grandparents black?
My grandparents are Puerto Rican. Full-blooded.
Oh, okay then. I was gonna ask you. You was gonna say black, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's a different type of."
My grandparents are both Puerto Rican. My father is Puerto Rican, and he was raised in Louisiana. He met my mom. My parents don't like any of my father's kids, except for the one that he had with a mixed chick later on down the line.
See, and this is what I'm saying. Like when I say accepted, I mean in the where a lot of mixed kids, like I saw on your Twitter, they was calling them abominations. Mixed kids deal with a lot because they have a confused well-being because we have that one drop rule. And some people just naturally just accept, you know, because the culture is gonna call you a nigga.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, and it's very confusing and it's not really accepted. And it's just like my biggest deal, and like my girl know, my biggest deal is not having a dark-skinned child. Like that is like
it's probably not gonna be dark, you feel me? But like they still gonna be pretty much black. Hopefully they come out black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, you got to put that bitch in a crisper. I'm sorry.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry,
yeah,
that's editing, nigga.
But that's always been a thing with me. I was raised to like love my skin tone and love me, and I was like, damn, if I don't have a black child, it's gonna be weird. And the older I get, the more that worry becomes real. Like, damn. You know?
Hey, yo, bro. I gotta have a beautiful. I want my child to be a chocolate god. You hear me,
cute, baby? You feel me?
And I understand the issues that colorism that Black people face. You know what I'm saying, on a day-to-day basis within our own community.
Yeah.
But I do want a chocolate. I want a chocolate baby, bro. And it's sit on me, fam.
Yeah, I want that be on my mind, bro. I know, you know, it's so crazy. I know it. It's been bothering me so much. My girl one time told me she had a dream. We had a dark-skinned child, and I was like, I have put my fears on you, and I feel so bad. Like, I was like, if you were so concerned that you dreamed that, I mean, that's all the same thing. As she said, oof, yeah. She know.
I don't think the skin tone matters, man, but I think like the matters. You feel me?
But interracial relationships, people don't take in when you're in a interracial relationship and you have a kid. There's now you have to think about your successors. You have to think about your kids. Nobody thinks about kids because they say love is love. We have to think like me bringing a kid in the world. I have to think about before I make a choice of having a kid, what I'm putting my child in. How am I going to protect? How am I going to raise
it? So I got something to say about that. I think it just depends on the fucking life you want to live. Because I'm gonna name a person here that everybody shit talk, but honestly, the more I think about this nigga, I was like, you one of the coldest niggas ever. LeVar Ball.
Nah, he one of the coldest niggas ever.
No, listen. This nigga specifically targeted a bitch for a certain thing, and this nigga straight up told him, he was like, if this woman ain't this tall, she off the list, nigga. She off the list. I'm literally all my kids is going to the league. They all playing pro ball. I don't date short bitches. Like this nigga had this weird parameter. So like I said, like that's just but that's just his
animal, but that's how animals do.
That's just
animalistic. That's normal like way of life.
That's what I'm saying. Like because everybody want to be on some love who you love type shit. But at the end of the day, man, don't nobody love ugly people. Except people that love ugly people. So everybody always want to take this high road of you got to find your soulmate. You're like, no, everybody has parameters. Some of them are for culture.
I look at
and respect that.
I look at genetics, but I never outwardly say that. I look at certain things, like I look at the dad, I look at the mom.
Everybody
look at like health stuff.
That's built in. That's why you choose who you think is attractive, because you automatically looking at what you think are good genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and especially good genetics for what you want, and it's got to be a mutual thing too. Unless, of course, I don't know, other shit happening, other people doing weird shit, but it's got to be a mutual thing most of the time. It's like if I'm gonna risk the biscuit, it's got to be with that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Or you plan it out like LeVar Ball. This nigga like, calculated bitches' heights. Like that, I don't know.
This is why like people like LeVar, like strong black fathers is something that needs to be admired, right? Like Tiger Woods' dad, the Serena Williams' dad, LeVar Ball, like dads like that is like you look at it genetically when you want to raise your kid and make that kid a star. Then you got to look at socially how you're going to raise that kid in this society. Nobody takes that into relationships. Nobody takes that into account when it comes to interracial relationships.
You know what? I like to roll that back. I think people in the U.S. don't take that shit into account.
Yes, no, it's a U.S. thing that's promoted towards black people because it's not like it's pushed on black people, not promoted. It's pushed on black people.
Yeah, for real.
It's literally gentrification and genocide. It's cultural genocide and it's internal gentrification.
It is like genetic gentrification.
It's genetic
because. No, that's a great way to put it.
The white culture is literally trying to breed. You know what I'm saying? Like these mixed children, I'm telling you, like it's an inside thing, bro. They're trying to boost their own genetics because they have none. If you like, look at everybody else's genetics, bro. All these other cultures are built for something, whether it's high mental capacity as the stereotypes say, or high physical capacity as the stereotypes say.
And we got the physical, the artistic, the spiritual.
You know what I'm saying?
I give them technology.
You know what I'm saying? You got other people that think.
But we got that shit too.
Nah, man.
It's not even technology.
But it's just a build. It's really a build where it's survival in your certain area or your certain climate. And white people aren't built to be in. I'll give you an example. You can't leave a bunch of white people in fucking Nevada with no sunscreen. You can't leave white people in Miami with no sunscreen.
But
if you breathe in, you see what I'm saying? Now you have them drops of melanin where it's like, oh, now the Caucasian culture is starting to get darker. Now it's starting to adapt and evolve to the climate of a lot of these closed spaces and black spaces in the United States.
When it comes to genetics, the end of the day, we all come from a black woman. Even white people came from black women, right? So end of the day, we all genetically. A lot of things we don't talk about is socially. And socially, race separates us hard. Ethnicity separates us
genetically, we not the same as the motherfuckers either, bro. Like,
prove it.
down to our spirit, to the core, we not the same, bro. We just not.
Okay. But that involves socially too. When it comes to spirit, that still involves socially.
It's more than that. It's more than that, bro. These niggas literally don't have pineal glands the same way we do. Like they have them, but their shit don't operate like ours, bro. Ours literally secretes melanin. They shit don't do that shit. Our glands.
That is a physical trait for the area that they.
Bro, that's not true. It's more than that, though. It's more than that, bro. It's more than that. Melanin conducts electricity, bro. It's rhythm. It's you can, bro. It's research for days.
People have melanin. They just have less than others.
Way the fuck less than we do.
Yeah.
Detrimentally. I was just gonna say that a dangerously low amount.
Like the fuck, bro. Look at it.
But recessive genes.
There is some white people that can tan, and there's some white people that get more freckles.
Without the sun, there would be no life on Earth, and these niggas can't be in that shit. These niggas boil up and die.
You have to literally
get cancers.
You have to literally think of the white man and as an alien invasion, bro. These are people that are not built to survive on the planet.
Melanin doesn't come from the pineal gland.
It is like a freak mutation. You say what now?
Melanin doesn't come from the pineal gland, though.
He looking like old boy in the
pineal gland. How he do?
Like you want to hold his fist though.
Just like that. Nah, no, it does, bro. The pineal gland does secrete melanin, bro, and melatonin. And that's like the motherfucking happy receptor and the motherfucking
sleep. Hold up. Let me go to old trusted Google. The greatest white man invention. The greatest white man invention.
But look, ultimately speaking, that's the white man's Google, bro. Why we can't ask Daquan?
Do we got a Daquan?
We need one because that's the white man's Google.
I agree. No, I'm no disagreement on that. 100% agree. We do. 100%.
We do. We really do.
Oh, on a side note, I said something to Swerve. I'm on this diet where I'm only eat meat, and I told him it was the white man diet, and he looked at me. He's like, "Why you on the white man diet?" And that had me thinking.
Why did I say that shit?
I said, like when we met up at the Texarkana event, I told you I was in the all meat. So I looked something up. So these white men went to Africa, and to this day, there's African tribes that only eat animal products. So much so they mix blood with milk, and it's a certain drink they do. In Africa today, they still do that shit.
That's insane.
You know what's funny?
And black people started the all meat diet. That's all I want to say.
Here's the thing. Yes. Hunters became hunter-gatherers, nigga. That means they found meat first and then said, "Oh shit, berries second."
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It only makes sense that they started.
They hunter-gatherers, so they hunted and then they gathered.
Like, it only makes sense.
So the pineal gland stuff is still researched because there is evidence, but it's not enough to prove the state. But it is something currently being.
So do you honestly think that the white man would admit to being,
of course,
it's still just quote unquote inferior being?
They're not gonna publish this.
They're not gonna make it official. The same way that they disagree. The same way that they disagree with the health benefits of marijuana for years until they finally came out with a research. Hold
on. I got a better question for y'all. They're still trying to research eugenics.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what that means though? No. Do you know what that means? That means with all of this research that's been going on for years, hundreds probably, that means they're still not getting the answer that they want. Think about what answer they keep coming back with. That's all I gotta say.
Facts. That's real shit, bro. They trying to test their way out of it.
I mean, you don't keep doing a math problem over and over. If the bitch is solved, it's solved. Unless you answer.
Plus two can't equal nothing else.
You know what's weird when it comes to like genetics and skin, everything else? We don't know that much about the body. All the way down to what is good to be healthy, right?
No. They know about it.
No. Here's the thing why I tell you where like they don't know when it comes to like eating. Right, and I'll use this to my diet when it comes to eating. Eating meat in the 90s and before was promoted to be bad. Low calories was promoted bad when you needed calories. People got more sick on that, and this was promoted with doctors.
Niggas died actually because people tried to do that fucking Atkins diet, and niggas died because they were starving themselves like through a very slow process. I think that's crazy.
People like those diets that people were doing was wrong. Like, and this is like, and people were posting on the body, but it was easy to promote to eat bread and eat other things. It was easy to promote being vegan. It's easy to promote these other stuff when like the whole Dr. Sebi be like, oh, you gotta be vegan, but it's like, why do people woke black people say, oh well, black people should be vegan when black people in Africa, old tribes, are eating meat? You know, like how much are we supposed to know? Like we still don't know that much because other things get in our way of our discovery. As in, it's almost like somebody discovers something, then they burn it, give them some money, and tell them never research it again.
I mean, yeah, that happens quite a bit. Either that or somebody get killed and they take the ideas. Like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna put a price tag on this bitch.
Michaela said most of our DNA is trash DNA that has yet to be activated, but it also stores memories of past generations along with other stuff.
Avatar shit.
Yo, real talk. I want to say something. So you want to talk about that storing shit from the past? I think I told you about this. Did I tell you about that that fucking test that they did with birds and shit?
No.
That shit was crazy. Okay,
they're not real, Joe.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Nigga said
he's dead ass.
Look,
so dead ass.
So check this crazy shit out. Okay. Like this just goes to show you how encoded shit can be in your DNA. They did a test on like some baby chicks, right? They put them indoors. They were born indoors, lived indoors. They've never seen the wild. They've never seen anything other than just being indoors.
Yeah.
And they would fly objects over their head indoors. So they'd fly like a circle over their head. Chicks wouldn't do shit. They fly a triangle over their head, wouldn't do shit. One time, only one time, they flew a fucking like, I think it was like a hawk or some shit over their head. All of them dug down and looked up. Never seen a fucking hawk before, but they automatically knew that was a predator somehow. Just encoded.
When I was a kid, I saw something that said the reason cats hiss is because how they used to hiss back in Africa because of snakes.
I would have looked that up.
I saw something like that when I was young, and it was like cats naturally hiss because they're imitating snakes back in Egypt.
And they considered snakes a predator, so they think if I do this predatory shit, then that'll.
So that's why cats even now still hiss because they. I read that long ago, and I was like, "What?"
Bro.
But there is natural instincts, things we just do. Like, and even in that, like, we probably don't know this type of shit, but we just kind of like notice it just naturally, and we be like, "Huh." You know, like if we just think about it, like, why do we do this other than another person? You know, how do some people pick up certain things? Like talking to Swerve and racial integrity. How would he already know racial integrity if it wasn't taught to him? Where did that come from?
Experiences, bro. Just dealing with people like he's.
But other niggas have the same experience and never picked that up. There's something in you.
He's saying it's not even something really talked about in the community. So for you to operate on it, to a certain degree, it has to be embedded in you.
There's something in your DNA that naturally was just like, yo, black only.
Yeah, because your ancestors were real niggas.
You pick up certain fears and concerns passed down, like certain things you think about, and that's the crazy thing. It's kind of fucked up because you can never just go back and fact check and speak to the person that originated from. You know what I mean? You can't go back and speak to that ancestor and be like, "What the fuck? Why this? Tell me what happened so I can connect these dots and progress this shit forward." It's fucked up. You just got figured out on your own. Shit suck. But I agree.
We might be able to if we weren't stripped of our roots and where we really came from.
That's Black Americans do. That's the thing. Black Americans struggle with so much.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure other cultures don't deal with the same spiritual disconnect. No. I guess I'll say that Black Americans deal with.
Hell no. How could they? I can't pull up some book and be like, "Yep, this is what me and my family been doing the past 400 years." Like, no. I have no fucking clue. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Trying to make up traditions as we go.
Yeah, and that's all we can do is just focus on now. Because I mean, You got to build a foundation somewhere.
In an article of Animal Planet 2012, hissing cat does sound like a snake. Some experts in feline behavior believe that cats actually develop this habit by imitating snakes. Mimicking another species is a survival tactic among animals.
Yeah.
Imitate another species. I can see that.
So, could the same be said for cultural appropriation?
What do you mean?
Other cultures imitating another culture for survival.
No, okay. Yes. Okay, and this is why I say it. And I'm gonna bring this up because I love saying this shit because I always hated it. Nobody knows. White women that date Negroes love box braids.
Wait, so you saying that that's a mating call?
They do that. That's why they try and promote being a little bit bigger with the asses and shit like that.
Listen.
They stop. You can tell when a white woman dates a nigga, bro. You can tell.
Listen.
Right.
That's why white women will be like, "Don't let me bring out my shenanigans or whatever they call it," and start acting like a black woman when they mad.
I motherfucking hate when they be wearing the motherfucking braids. Oh my god.
They look cultural appropriation. When a white woman tries to talk like a black woman, when they get angry, same thing. Just like how you saying.
Yeah.
That's a nigga that
but
fucks.
then at the same time, so does what is it called? What is it called when black men talk like white people when you put your certain voice on for police or for work?
Oh, are you talking about just the white man voice?
Yeah.
How you doing it?
Code switching.
Code switching is also same thing. For defense.
Code switching is survival.
That is survival.
That's survival. Because here's the thing, you wouldn't do it if it didn't jeopardize your freedom or something like a job or money.
Oh, your money,
No. See, that's actually a good indicator. No, the box braid shit is uncalled for. As a nigga that can fuck with white women, I will tell you, I hate that shit. God damn it.
I know some Negroes that just get going. Bro, they see that old fat white woman.
Well, here's my thing.
With some booty behind her and some box braids, they in there, bro.
Here's my thing.
They be like, that chick is chunky and they want it, bro.
No, I fucking hate that shit. But here's the thing. I'm gonna throw it all the way around. If I'm dating you and you're white, I'm dating you not because you're white, but I'm dating a white woman to date a white woman. If I wanted box braids and shit, then I would just go talk to a black woman, vice versa.
But that's what you are.
Hold on, I ain't done. Hold up, I ain't done. Vice versa. If I'm dating a black woman, I don't want to see your ass in a blonde wig with blue contacts. Yeah. I'm trying to date a black woman. I don't want to. Like, listen, if I'm dating you because you're white, I'm dating you and I'm expecting a white woman. If I'm dating you and you're black, I'm expecting a black woman, Asian, whatever.
I'm not trying to date no chameleon.
But a lot.
It's weird.
But a lot.
It's fucking weird.
Is trying to date that, and I know plenty of people like if they date like a black person, they don't want their hair to be natural. I know plenty of people like that. And if when come like some black people that date white women, they want some white women to act more in the culture. They don't want that corny white woman. They want that white woman that knows what's up.
Then just date a black woman. I don't know what to say.
Here's something. No. Here's something my dad told me when it comes to the issues when it comes to dating in the black race. Since slavery times, the black woman was engineered to be disrespectful for black men on certain instances, and black men was engineered to retaliate out of anger. And this is why you have a lot of disputes in black relationships and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of black men, and I know a lot of them that state they like dating white women because they respect them better, they support them better than a black woman. It is whack, but
that's mad whack.
But there's some truth to it, though. There's some truth to
it. It's some black women who are disrespectful, yes, but like that's just them. I feel like
no. But I'm talking about something that's promoted subconsciously in the culture.
I mean, but I feel like Yeah, but I feel
I
like
agree.
Hold on.
Here's the thing.
If your mama is black, there is no reason for you to even rock like that. If your mama not black and you're a black man, then I feel sorry for you because you should have been raised under a real queen. And I mean no disrespect.
No, I mean all disrespect. No, what you saying? All disrespect. You right. No, he right. No, all disrespect. Fuck that. All disrespect. They should have had more sense to be told that. Whatever. But then at the same time, a lot of black women in the culture demeans their own black kids.
That's not. I mean, I don't know, man. We talking about kids as one thing. We talking about.
No, but I'm talking about a subconscious thing that is promoted to black people and how they do.
That's what I'm getting on board with. I am getting on board with that. No, I am getting on board with that. I'm not getting on board with the statistics of who doing what, but I am getting on board with. I do think that it's currently still positioned to try to make the divide between black man and black woman, like
because media wise, any woman can be disrespectful, but there's a thing in the black culture, just like a lot of things we've already pointed out, that put black people, divides us against each other, even when it comes to, like you said, genocide.
I don't see it, bro.
I wouldn't even know how disrespectful other cultures women are because I can't do it.
But we can't even say that they not disrespectful. I feel like they just disrespectful in their own ways. Like a white woman telling you, let's keep this relationship secret for a year is disrespectful, my nigga.
Yes.
It's just a different form of it, bro. Like every woman has it. It just come in different ways.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying the way, like I've heard other conversations with other niggas, and a very common thing where they don't like dating black women, but it's an engineered thing because there's really no reason.
Right, that's all it ever be.
So they scared.
That's it.
And it's nothing else to it. So they scared. They rather
integrity is not only not taught, it's also taught to not date your race.
Nah, but like you said, they point blank period. Them niggas
scared. Yeah, you really scared.
Anytime
ain't no woman gonna raise her voice at me and make me go run and tuck my tail, bro. Like that's really some whole shit. And I ain't even talking about like putting hands on a woman, but you're not gonna run me out of my house because you mad.
How you supposed to be a grown man and a woman attitude? Intimidate you, my nigga.
Boy, you ain't no alpha male, no way. You don't even belong in that.
Going back to slavery times, the black woman in slavery time would disrespect the black man and everything else. It was something to constantly put him down, so he didn't know how to be a man.
That's not true, bro.
You can't tell me that your ancestors, swerve ancestors, black men's ancestors out here wasn't being men in that field, bro, taking and dealing with what they had to deal with.
Because they in the same situation, bro.
That's disrespectful to the whole black.
That's not true at all. The master tried to engineer it that way. He would bust great niggas and he would tar and feather niggas and do all the extra shit.
And be telling her to talk to that nigga all crazy and this and the other, but you don't know what was going on inside of that plantation home, my nigga, because it wasn't recorded. Because they didn't give us. We couldn't read and write, bro. We couldn't. Our people couldn't tell you their story.
But the evidence is here, nigga. They was jumping the brooms and still having babies. Ain't no woman laying down for no nigga she don't respect, bro.
And that's 100. And that's bred in black women too. And that's why she treat these hoe ass niggas like hoe ass niggas. Because ain't no woman gonna look at
they ain't respect, bro. Man. Like straight up, like they
went
wrong way. Man, you expect a woman to submit to a hoe ass nigga? I wouldn't respect a woman that submit to a hoe ass nigga.
Niggas it was just how it is now.
But it's happening though. But it's happening.
And I can't respect it. How you gonna let it?
I'm giving you reasons behind that's been going on. That's reason why this is happening. You're just saying you don't respect because any men that do that. I agree with you, but the thing is, there is multiple things that stop us from liking our own people.
That's true.
And that's one of the instances, and that's why black men will say it. What black women will say on the opposite tip. There are some people out there, like, I hate it. I hate any weak ass nigga that say, oh, well, I don't date black women because they like this. That's weak. That's weak to me.
That's weak.
But we can't ignore the fact that this weakness is still in our culture for our own people. That's promoted to us. Because I don't hear other races say that.
It is heavily promoted, but I feel like it's mostly promoted by us on the cool. We regurgitate a lot of that shit, like.
But we regurgitate, but it had to start somewhere.
It had to start somewhere.
Niggas didn't hate other niggas until white men started making niggas hate other niggas. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. But we can't.
Well, no. Wait. because there was still civil wars in Africa, just like there was civil wars in Britain.
But it wasn't racially based, and it
I
wasn't.
mean, it wasn't racially
It was
based,
different.
but
No.
I'm saying we do have a history of not liking each other. But I tell people all the time, like if you look at the statistics of black on black crime, bro, if you really go and you dig into the story of black on black crime, it's not a dry crime. Like seldom is it.
Yeah.
This dude just shot this dude because he looked at this cat and was like, "Nah, fuck him, fuck his life." Bow. Like that's seldom the story, bro. The story is usually money related or relationship related. You know what I'm saying? Dude felt disrespected, and it's usually a justifiable reason. And if you were on like you would say, if you would go back and you would look like in history, like it's embedded in us, bro. If you would go back to a trial, bro, and somebody comes in and disrespects your family, you're not a man if you don't go see about that.
Yeah.
That's cultural. That's embedded in you.
That is cultural. But
Black on black crime is different from white on white crime. And man, them people killing cold blood, man. That's why them white boys shooting up them schools.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to that, white on white crime is just crime. Black on black crime is a whole other thing people like to point out.
You right. You right.
Wanna hear a
You
fun
right.
fact?
What?
You right.
Black on black crime is a myth.
We know.
That's what I was saying.
But
What the fuck was that?
there.
That was my phone. My fault. Dog.
I was like, "What you niggas got a soundboard?"
He waiting on you to give him the green light to pull
The
up.
thing,
Oh, I ain't going shit.
But statistically speaking, you're more likely to get killed or have some kind of crime like that happen to you in whatever neighborhood you're based on. So black on black, it's probably a bunch of black people hanging around each other, living around each other. It's like when a white person kill a white person. You know what? I kind of want to go back to something real quick.
Okay.
Why is it that when these white people are active shooters, they always shoot at the most random places? Like
Because
peaceful places,
they have no love for anyone.
bro, but it's always like the most weird
It's-
random places, like
It's in
massage
cold
parlors.
blood. Family. It's in cold blood. You hear me? That's why I'm saying when I said I disprove black on black crime, bro, we don't kill in cold blood. Like seldom do we kill in cold blood.
we're
like
not
that.
like psychopathic
Correct.
murderers type shit.
It's usually targeted or it's a rival. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something like that, bro. It's not. You're not gonna catch no black man walking to the mall and just open fire on a bunch of families, bro. Like
Niggas don't do
that's
that.
absurd.
They don't do that. But
No.
like you said, like mass shootings all get lumped in together, so it makes black people look bad again.
How the fuck does that make black people look bad again?
Because if
Because
you look up mass
because
shootings,
we-
they count almost every time a black person like shoots like 3
Oh,
times or something.
No. We talked about this. We talked about what they count as a mass shooting. Yeah.
What do they call? Hey, what do they call? Oh, hold on. Talk about. Wait, what do they call? Hey, fill me in.
It's some. I forgot what it was, but it's some real. Like if you look at the way they count it, I forgot what it was, but it's some fucking thing. It's some number of people they count.
Bodies.
It's actually a small number. It's not
It's
a
a
big number.
small number.
It's like 3 to 5 or something crazy.
Some
and you don't have to
bullshit.
shoot them, you have to shoot at them. It was something like amount of bullets fired can count as a mass shooting.
Wow.
You can just go outside and empty a clip, and now you're a mass shooter.
So if you get into it with this group of dudes and y'all lay out 30 rounds, that's a mass shooting.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you look at the statistics,
Yeah.
you'll see. If you look at the statistics of yearly mass shootings, you'll see mostly black people. But if you look
Bro.
at every crime, it's different than shooting up a school. That would be only
I remember
taking white
this.
people.
I remember we looked this shit up. We was like, what? And then we clicked on some of the mass shootings. And we were like, wait, 2 niggas died? Like that sounds like a regular shootout. Like if anything, like 2 niggas died,
Yep.
3. It's like, okay, this is not in the same fucking category as the fucking Las Vegas shit. This is not
16 dead, 4 injured.
some goofy shit. It was like, bro, it seems so fucking skewed. Just oh my god.
I did not know that.
I try to be fair, but I'm like, nigga, I know foul play when I see it. Like that's bullshit statistics right there. Get the fuck out of my face.
They're weighing options. They're literally weighing. They literally lean it in their favor.
It's some weak ass shit. If you
That's
look it up, you're gonna be
crazy.
so offended. You'll be like, really? That's a mass
That's
shooting?
One of the things.
Crazy.
Let's wrap this up. The final thoughts.
Bro, Tory Lanez was 2 shots away from being a mass shooter, nigga. That's my final thoughts.
I'm gonna have to make I'm gonna have to make a meme of what we uncovered on Jermaine Dupri. We all three did digging on Jermaine Dupri. This man is so old. He was in the old Houdini, The Freaks Come Out at Night music video. He is also shorter than Bow Wow. The fact that we three separately did some digging on Jermaine Dupri and came up with some wild stuff.
Nigga, he's shorter than Young Berg, nigga. And Young Berg, he's shorter than Plies, nigga. He's shorter than Plies.
Hold on. How tall is Jermaine Dupri?
5'4". I looked it up because when you showed me that picture of him next to Chris Cross and they were still kids and they was the same height,
he was the same height as two 8-year-olds.
I was like, I need to know this nigga. I need to know. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I guessed
this 30-year-old man is the same height as two 8-year-olds.
I guessed on the age. They could have been 5. They could have been 5. I guessed on the age.
You funny.
Damn.
When I looked that up, I was like, I have to see this nigga's height.
Jermaine Dupri is 48.
Just so you know, Janet Jackson is also 5'4", so she's not taller than him. So that means their relationship.
I knew Janet Jackson was little. She just looked long. My mama told me that.
Their relationship came down to weight, nigga. Their relationship came down to weight and finance.
Also,
she got him for finance. She cooked him.
Just gotta say, Jermaine Dupri, he a black all-star. The man put a lot of contributions in the black community. Even though
I'll fuck with it. So look, I got a final thought. I do have a final thought.
All right.
Hey man, the path. Let me find the right words to say this. The path to making this community, the black community, successful starts in your immediate area. You can't get on the internet.
Fully agree.
You can't get on the internet and talk about what other people should be doing where they're at, because everyone's black history and black culture is not the same, separated by region.
Facts. Chicago black history different from Houston black history.
Exactly. You need to govern and protect your own areas for our survival.
That's real.
Those are my final thoughts.
I like that. I did that a lot. We're gonna start back on some episodic things. Hopefully we be live again next week and nobody be asleep at 5:30 on Thursday.
You're a busy man.
Sleep 5:30 on Thursday. So hopefully we'll be there next week. We'll have some more live episodes. I've been watching a lot of this other podcasts. I really like open nigga discussions. I'm gonna call it like that, where niggas just really put in their take on the culture and talk. I really dig that. You know, peace and love. Stop being racist in general. I'm gonna do that like how everybody else says. All lives matter. Black lives matter. Stop hating.
Black people have to keep a certain level of racism. Yeah. We have to keep a dab of racism. If we don't,
that's not considered racism. It's that word racism.
Yeah, we can't be racist. We honest. Black people can't be racist because
discrimination. You are using the discrimination is the word you're going for. You're not using the word.
We reserve the right to be discriminatory, though.
Here's the thing. We talked about this earlier. Why you got to call it discrimination or racism? Why don't you just call it what every other race calls it, which is worrying about your culture?
Yeah,
nepotism.
Yeah. Yes, we need to worry about that.
About racism.
Protect our areas, man.
And also, stop championing every black person. We need to watch out because there's a lot of people throwing under the bus. Obama, Kamala, Diddy, Jay-Z. I'm done.
You talking about? I love Obama.
You tripping.
We need to watch out for those who
war criminals. George W. Bush. You heard it here first.
You know the craziest thing I just realized, bro? They got the same syllables. Obama, Kamala.
We ended on that. This stuff.
I'm fucking done. No, I'm done.
Thank you, JT, being on there. We gotta have y'all on some future stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all having me on.
Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
They be spitting facts. I just reshare what Swerve and JT say on the cool. I really can't say anything other than what they. I may add
We be on
something.
their
They
ass.
really be spitting.
We be on their ass.
Bro, y'all wake up before me, so I don't even need to say anything. I'm like, damn, they said all my thoughts. Let me just reshare and go about my life.
Hey, we be on their ass, boy. I'll be tired of that talk on Twitter. I'm telling you. I'll be like, what they talking about, bro? Y'all woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and chose violence, man. Let me calm my timeline down.
Bro, oh God. Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah. Follow us on YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
And on Twitter.
All that
Get
fly
together.
shit.
So next week, Thursday, 5:30.
Set a calendar reminder, nigga.
Hey, look, man.
6 o'clock.
Thursday. He said 6.
6 o'clock.
Oh, 6 o'clock. My bad. Thursday at 6 o'clock. I keep saying 5:30. My bad. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. I'm trying to pop in. I'm trying to pop in and get ignorant.
All right, Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, bro. We talk about some more stuff. Leave in the comments if you got anything you want to talk about. We'll talk about